Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are talking about something a little bit different, and that is Instagram and why it's starting to fail. What's been wrong with it lately? But I should preface this with talking about why this even matters to me, because I'm sure you're like, Gordon, what are you talking about? Now, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the people that are here watching this didn't find this channel through Instagram at some point. It is January 16th. And a month from today, I will have been freelance for 3 years. And a lot of the work that I get comes from Instagram, comes from people finding me on Instagram, finding whatever it is that I do, that they need somebody to do that job, and then hire me to do that thing. So I use Instagram all the time for that. Now, social media in general can be good for that. Like Twitter probably works for some people, but I suck at Twitter, so my Twitter page never grows because I don't know what to put on there. But my Instagram page has a couple really pretty decent spurts. I don't have a humongous Instagram page, but I have a decent sized Instagram page. And, I think a lot of people don't understand why that matters. And it's not like an ego boost thing or anything like that. But the better reach that I get means that the more opportunities I get for different jobs, or more people approach me to do things, and it means I can pay my bills and do like have a roof over my head, which it's not my only means, but it helps a lot to have a good social media account going on. Now, how to get into this? I signed up for another social media account recently, which is TikTok. And it feels embarrassing to say that, but I feel like TikTok is starting to shift in what I thought that it was. And I feel like all of us boomers are getting on there and changing the dynamic a little bit. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's good for right now. Maybe in a year it'll be terrible, but I've had this TikTok account for 6 weeks. And 3 days ago, I matched the amount of followers that I have on Instagram after 7.5 years. And I got on Instagram in 2012. I had a very similar outlook to Instagram when I joined that I do to TikTok when I joined TikTok, where I saw Instagram, I saw these dumb little square pictures because back then you could only take a square picture and had these goofy filters on them. And I'm a photographer. So I looked at that. It just seemed like, dressing up a bad photo. It's what it looked like. People taking a bunch of pictures of dumb things, and I never wanted to be on it. So what happened is in 2012 at Star Wars Celebration in Orlando, Florida, I wore my C-3PO costume for the very first time. And a friend of mine, my friend Anthony, who I miss, he passed away not too long ago, and I miss him a lot. He showed me, he's like, I bet we could find pictures of you online right now. And I was like, no way, because I just got off the floor. I was literally in the costume, just took the helmet off. And up to that point, I'd only used sites like Flickr, like the stuff that you tagged and put on the internet didn't show up for, a few days, maybe a week sometimes. And so I was like, there's no way a picture of me is going to be on the internet yet. Well, he opens his phone. In 2 seconds, he finds like multiple photos of me from just minutes before on Instagram, because I didn't understand the whole hashtag thing and how that works and how powerful that is. And when you see these people, they're like, oh, hashtags are dumb, and they think that using hashtags is cheesy, but using hashtags makes people able to find what you're doing. So it's really, really, really powerful thing. Now, I understood the power of that, but I didn't quite understand like what I could do with my Instagram account. So then I was like, cool, I'm going to get on here just for the sake of me being able to find stuff. So I'd post stuff, just random generic things. And it took me about 3 years to figure out how to make Instagram kind of work. I wished I had known sooner, but 3 years later at Star Wars Celebration again, I spent a whole week taking photos of Star Wars stuff. And like every photo I'd post would be Star Wars related. My throat is so dry right now. I'm sorry, guys. This is not getting edited out because I'm lazy. But 3 years later, Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, California, and I'm now not forced, but I basically, all I was doing for days was taking pictures of Star Wars stuff. And I realized that when I post similar content all the time, my page would grow really fast. It's pretty much like YouTube. I'm sure if I posted just, 3D printing or tutorials or like how to paint things tutorials, that's all I did, and my channel would be way bigger than it is right now. But I'm random. So, but I realized, okay, that's how this can work. It's I got to post the same stuff. So I kind of stopped putting up pictures of clouds and pictures of my family and pictures of my dog, and just started posting either stuff that's like Star Wars related, or if I'm making something, I'd post like stuff that's maker related, etc. But not really much outside of that. And my channel started to grow. My page on Instagram started to grow really quickly. And so I went from, I think when the last day of Star Wars Celebration, I hit 1,800 followers, which that was 3 years on Instagram to get to 1,800 followers because I didn't know what I was doing. And then in the next few months, I got up to like 17,000 followers, which for me is like a big leap. And then I kind of plateaued, and I've had a couple bumps since then. And that was 2015. It's now 2020, 5 years later. 31.2 thousand followers on Instagram, which it's not a small account, but it's not a huge account either. It's okay. And I appreciate the people that follow me there. It makes my page feel like I'm interacting with people. But what's lacking, and I noticed because of the TikTok thing, is that there's not new interaction on there ever. It's just I'll get, X amount of people will see my post and interact with it. And if I look to see who went through and liked my stuff, everybody on there are people who already follow me. It's really, really rare when I see new people interacting with my pictures. And that's unfortunate because it's kind of, growing my audience helps me get work. So it's kind of a bummer when it doesn't go well. So anyway, back to the whole TikTok thing. Get on TikTok. In 6 weeks, I catch up with my Instagram following in 6 weeks. What took me 7.5 years to get on Instagram, 6 weeks on TikTok, I'm caught up. And now, 3 days later, I am almost 17,000 more followers in 3 days than I was 3 days ago. I'm just about to hit 48,000 followers on TikTok. Probably hit 50,000 before the end of the night. So it's growing really, really quickly. And there are some major things that I've realized between looking at the two pages. And like going on TikTok is really fun because if I post something, I get a lot of interaction. Tons of people look at it, get a bunch of comments. It makes it feel fun. And when I go on Instagram, I see the same posts. When I log on, I'll see the same post for like 3 days. Some picture, like it or not like it, it'll be the same picture. Even if I have liked it, sometimes my like will disappear. So that person on the other end, I don't know if they even realize that I saw their picture. So multiple days, same picture comes up. I follow like 1,000 people on Instagram. I know they're posting stuff, but it doesn't show me anything. It barely shows me a new thing. I see the same people all the time, and I'm like, sometimes I wonder if some of my friends still post on the site, on the app. And then I go look at their page, like go find them and look, and they've posted all kinds of stuff that I haven't seen because Instagram they just assume what I want to see, and it's wrong, and it makes me crazy. So anyway, I'm not going to quit Instagram or anything, but joining TikTok makes it feel like Instagram feels so freaking lame and old, and it's not working right. Now, whether TikTok's going to have the same outcome, I don't know how this is going to, help me in the future. If it'll be the same as Instagram, where people will see what I do and approach me about that, or I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm still very new to this, but the fact that there's so much interaction for me has been really eye-opening. I really hope Instagram changes something. There's something about the Instagram format that I really like that is hard to replicate, and like TikTok isn't quite a replacement for it. And that being able to post a photo of something I've worked on and having like a certain demographic I feel like is on Instagram, but they just never see my stuff anymore. But now that I'm on TikTok, I start to see more people who are like makers and people building things and doing cool, like making artwork or drawings or sculpture or fabricating things, and they will make videos of it. So it's not just kids like dancing in front of things and doing goofy stuff like that. I feel like it's shifting, and there's more people taking advantage of the page than what I knew about. Maybe that was on there the whole time and I didn't know. I have no idea. So anyway, it just feels like it works better, and it makes me miss how Instagram was back in like 2015 when it worked really well. Because I don't know, guys. What do you think? This is just an off the cuff sort of ramble, so I won't keep you any longer. I'm gonna get back to work here and go make some stuff, and then yeah, I'll be back soon. Got to work on droid stuff, the general things. But okay, I'm getting out of here. Have fun. Bye.